Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. So every month I always do a empties. So what I do is I collect all my empties for the month, all my cleansing, makeup, beauty products, and then I share them with you and let you know what I liked, what I didn't like, and what I would repurchase. Well, I think part of the whole beauty routine is also supplements and diet. So I thought last month when I did my empties, I incorporated a couple of the health food and supplement items, and some of you really enjoyed it. And because I have quite a few of those, I thought, why don't I do a totally separate video just on my healthcare and supplement empties? Otherwise, the other video would be way too long, and then there's some people who might not be interested in those kind of products anyways. So just to give you a little bit of a background on me, if you're not familiar, I do have a tiny bit of a health and fitness background. I have been a fitness competitor in the past. I will link that below. And I have done a few athletic things in my lifetime. So I thought I would mention that. So that's in the video below if you're interested. It's my experience as a fitness competitor, and I can explain a little bit more of where I got my knowledge. I also trained for 2 years with a strength and conditioning coach. And this lady trains a lot of different people, and a lot of them have become pros under her watch. So she does have a wealth of information, and of course, it's something that I'm so interested in. So I was like a sponge, and I soaked up every piece of information that she gave me and retained it. And I still follow a lot of her principles, even though I'm not being coached anymore. I'm not training, or I'm not a fitness competitor anymore, but like I said, I am still following a health and nutrition lifestyle to a certain degree. I still like to have some fun as well. So anyway, I'm going to show you some of the products that I've used this past month, and if you like this, I will continue to do this in the future. So let's get started with the biggie that's in here. And this is my protein powder. This one is from Magnum. It's Magnum Quattro. And this flavor is chocolate peanut butter. This one is my favorite. I put this in my smoothies. I use this, mix it with cashew milk, and then I put it on cereal. So that way, if you have cereal, like I usually have Cheerios because they have no sugar. And then I add a protein shake to the cereal instead of just plain milk, and then you're getting protein. I also add a couple of walnuts on top of there as well, or almonds, and then you get a little bit of fat. So this is such a great protein. You can even bake with it. If you Google, you'll find a million recipes. A lot of fitness competitors will share recipes using this product. They make pancakes. I've made pancakes with this before as well. It is an excellent protein powder, really high quality. It's whey protein, so it isn't vegan, but I really enjoy it. I don't get stomach upset. It tastes delicious, and they have quite a few flavors. It is a little bit more of an expensive protein powder and a little bit more difficult to find. It's actually a Canadian product, if you can believe it. And they really support their athletes as well, which I also really like. They sponsor a lot of athletes, which I think is great. So they give back to the health and fitness community. So Quattro is my #1 protein powder of choice. And I have another one in here. This one actually is hubby's because he likes the salted caramel. I find this one a little bit too sweet for me, but he really enjoys it. So I even have hubby drinking it when he's in the rush in the morning and just wants a quick breakfast drink. He will have this on his way out the door. This is from Quest, and this is MCT oil, but it is in a powder form. And how I use this is I put it in my coffee. So you guys have probably heard a lot of people talking about Bulletproof Coffee. I can't remember the name of it, where you would put oil and butter and all that kind of stuff in your coffee. But this is a powder form, so it is travel friendly. I put it in I have an espresso frother, so I add it to my mixture, and then I put it in there, and then I press the button, and it mixes it all up so it's nice and smooth and goes right into my coffee. And I'm getting my MCT oil, which is great oils to have, and like I said, it's powder, so it's very travel friendly. These are Gummy Vitamins, and yes, they have sugar, they have corn syrup. They're not good for you. But I buy them because it encourages my husband to remember to have his vitamins, because they are like little gummy bear candies. They aren't super high in corn syrup. A lot of ones are, if you've seen those, I can't remember the brand, but it's in a pink bottle, and their hair, skin, and nails. I think the first ingredient is corn syrup, which is not good, and sugar and all that. So I have read the ingredients on this, and this was the best of the worst. So I know I agree these aren't the best, but if it encourages your family members to have their vitamins every day, it has a ton of vitamins. It's just a great multivitamin, and we've been really enjoying them, and I just repurchased another bottle. This is calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. I take 2 of these before bed, and I take 2 again in the morning. Calcium and magnesium are great for our bones, especially as I'm getting older, for preventing osteoporosis. Vitamin D is great, especially in the winter months, especially where I live in BC and we have very limited sunshine. I do need a vitamin D supplement, so I do have that. And I believe magnesium also helps with sleep, so that's why I take the 2 in the evenings. And I've been taking this for years, and I really enjoy them. I just get them from Costco. This is from Vitality, and it is called Relax Plus. Now, I was first introduced to this product at a subscription box, I think about a year ago, from Simply Beautiful. It is a Canadian product, and I take one of these when I'm about to go to sleep. It just calms and relaxes your mind. What I also really enjoy about these, I can't remember what the product is in here. I think it might be HTP, so I'm going to get my magnifying glass. Valerian. Valerian is the main product. I take these because I get anxiety. I get a lot of anxiety, and one of the triggers for me is when we go on vacation. For some reason, I get so much anxiety, and it's not about the flight or flying or anything like that. It's about leaving my animals. I just get this like churned up, anxious feeling. I take this, and it has that same effect of having a glass of wine, where it just settles your mind down and your brain, and it really, really helps me. So every time we're about to go on a trip, about a half an hour before we're leaving, I take one of these, and it just settles me down. And again, I take one every night before bed as well, and I really, really enjoy them. And I think this is like my 3rd or 4th bottle because I really, really like them. This is Old Fashioned Chromium, and I think people who are diabetic maybe take this. I'm not 100% sure, but I have self-diagnosed myself as having hypoglycemia, low blood sugar. So I get spikes and then I crash. And so what works for me is to keep my diet regulated, eating every few hours so that I don't have those crash and burns. Now, unfortunately, I get them in the middle of the night. So usually around 3 a.m., I've finally discovered what it is. I wake up with a burst of adrenaline, and that is cortisol. And I believe, this is all self-diagnosed, that it is due to low blood sugar, that I'm hungry and I need to eat something. So as soon as I started taking one of these before bed, and with a scoop of peanut butter, it has solved that. It seems weird, but I think the peanut butter just stays in my system for a long time and keeps me full, and so that I don't have those crashes, and this chromium. So I always have it. I take one in the day as well, but I don't find I get those sugar crashes in the day because I eat regularly. But when you sleep for 8 or 9 hours, my blood sugar will crash. And again, I'm not a doctor. This is all self-diagnosed. I have no idea, but this works for me. This is a herb called L-Theanine, and again, this has to do with anxiety and stress. I get stressed very, very easily. I create my own stress, and when I'm talking about I get stressed, I'm not stressed like what normal people get stressed about, that their child is sick or a loved one is ill, or anyway, things like meeting deadlines. Mine is I'm worried that I'm going to sleep in and not get to the grocery store in time. I just get a lot of weird stress and anxiety. So I take supplements to help me relax and calm down. And this one is called L-Theanine, which I believe is in green tea. So I do struggle with caffeine. I only have 1 coffee a day, otherwise I can't sleep. So I'm very sensitive to caffeine, so I just take one of these instead of a matcha tea as well on top of my coffee. And I just find it helps with my relaxation and mood. And that goes hand in hand with this other one called Ashwagandha. And I take that for the exact same reasons. So I either take these 2 products in a pill formula, or I have powder versions that I put in my smoothie every day. And then it's an easy way to take that supplement in my daily intake. So that is my supplements and health food for the month. So if you enjoyed this type of video, let me know and I will continue to do this. Otherwise, maybe I'll just add a few supplements here and there into my regular beauty favorites. But last time I did that, a lot of people said they were really interested, and so I just thought I would do a separate video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please click like, and if you'd like to see more of my videos, then please hit the subscription button, and don't forget the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!